Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Hitman Reborn Battle Arena. Where we last left off, we were playing as Rioja. This time around, we're playing as Lambo. And sorry, in real time, this has taken quite a while between sessions. The reason being is that a lot of things happened in the last couple of months for me. So I had to get a new laptop basically. I also had to just re-record a lot of stuff. Get used to my new setup. Had to get a new phone. A whole bunch of stuff. But this time around we're playing as Lambo, who I don't know how I would judge him as a character. I don't know if I would call him the worst character in the game or a really solid character. The reason being is like his gimmick. For some weird reason, Lambo is the only character in the game that I know of that only game meter through one method. If you hit him, he does a game meter. If he is attacked, if you hit him, he does a game meter. He does a game meter when he attacks either. The only time he gains meter is through one attack. And that is his electro corneta. Sorry about that. I just forgot, and then I was just like, you know what? Let me go quickly look it up. Yeah, the move is electro corneta. And by the way, so this manga panel is going to probably be the last manga panel I'll be able to show until like maybe I could possibly scan in some Hitman Reborn chapters or something. So a big reason why is because Mangadex as of recent time has a bunch of manga just like lost now, and a lot of manga still don't have an official way for English readers to read them. Sorry about that again. But a lot of mangas still don't have an official way to read them. Unfortunately, Hitman Reborn is one of those series, which is really weird because what I'm very surprised about is Hitman Reborn is still not on Shonen Jump app, nor is it on Viz. Most of the scans for the manga is really, really poor and bad. So it's just kind of in this weird situation where we can't really read. We English speakers can't really read the series, but we can like our only way of consuming Hitman Reborn is through the anime, which me personally, I don't like pulling up anime clips for a video, nor do I want to just like, I'll be honest when I say this. I started Hitman Reborn with the anime, and as time gone on, after I actually got the chance to read the manga in my own time, and then like I read the parts that I watched in the anime, I kind of grew to dislike the anime a bit, mainly because of how it changed a lot of aspects that I feel like should have been kept in no matter what. For example, like a lot of the jokes in Hitman Reborn are dark comedy. Like Hitman Reborn is a dark comedy series. The anime very much changes it to a lighter comedy series, which there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not the same type of series, really. But the anime would take away blood for the most part. It will really just like, I don't want to say censor. There is some censorship, yes, but like it's more like it's not even kidifying it. It's just like making it a lighter tone show. There are certain things that they do in the anime that doesn't happen in the manga. Like for example, the grandpa in Hitman Reborn in the anime is not a one-time character that you see once, but instead it's a character that you see multiple times in the anime. And so like in the anime, it's very much a feeling like Suna knows this guy. He is essentially his grandpa just as much. Whereas in the manga, Suna's relationship with the mafia boss that I still call him Gramps for this series, but Suna's relationship with the mafia boss, the current head of the Bangla, is very much a stranger doesn't know me type of relationship. Like they don't really have a relationship to begin with. It's just that a lot of the relationship very much is Suna has a lot of respect for him, as well as like feel bad because of the fact that essentially this one person in his life has actually expected something from him. Throughout the majority of his life, no one has expected anything from him, but this one man has expected stuff from him and continued to support him throughout his life. Well, not throughout his life, but support him as the next head of the Bangla. And Suna doesn't really want to disappoint that expectations. The anime is more of a familiar type situation where Suna isn't the blood grandson of the old man, but he is like a grandson to him. Like he sees him as his grandpa, and as Luxus doesn't really see him as familiar, he feels that he needs to step up for his grandfather. Like that is very much a different type of tone from the manga and anime. And I don't think that's necessarily bad. It gets the main point of the arc right, which is in the end, Zenzus doesn't understand his grandfather's intentions. And he's too blinded by his own rage to understand anything. But you see exactly what I'm getting at. So, sorry about getting on that tangent. Let's talk about the actual game and talk about Lambo. So, like I said before, Lambo is a really weird character. The only way you can gain meter with him is Electrical Cornetta. And Electrical Cornetta is quarter circle back. Depending on the button you use, it will give you more meter. You typically see me use the triangle one, which doesn't give you a full bar meter, but like give you close to a bar meter. And the reason why it's important that you have these bars of meter is because your special attack get enhanced whenever you have any bars of meter. But at the same time, it's not an optional thing. See, because of the fact that there's no like EX system in this game, essentially Lambo is forced to use the meter as soon as he has it. So if you have 1 bar meter, he will immediately use it. It's probably the only reason why there's even bars of meter in this game, because no one else can really use those separate bars for anything. But he has 2 moves that he can use, his 2 other special moves that he can use. His rush attack, which I'm blanking on the name right now, and I don't actually think he uses it in the manga, because I was checking my notes and I don't see him ever using it. He might have used it maybe, but yeah, most of his references for his attack set is from his fight in the lightning battle. But when you have meter, when you use those rush attack, he can technically combo his rush attack with from a normal, which normally you would think, oh wow, that's something. You would normally think, wait, he couldn't do that already? But like, because of how this game works and how it barely has a functional combo system, it is actually something significant. The only problem is you have to build the meter. And Electro Cornetta is, as you can see, it's a reversal. It's not like a bad move per se. Like, it's a get off me tool. Kind of. Not really. If someone is right near you when you do it, then the best way I can kind of like approach it is by saying it's kind of like a flash kick, but I wouldn't even call it a flash kick. You could kind of play Lambo like a Guile in a way, but I don't think that's right either. In fact, I struggle to say much good about him. As I said before, you can combo his rush attack, which normally would be a really, really good thing. The only thing is that his normals suck. So even getting a hit with his normals would be an effort in itself. So you end up just being in a position where you can't really approach, but you also can't really back away. Cause you can't, like, if you use down, any button, you do a shockwave. And the shockwaves travel on the ground. It's stronger if you have meter, it's weaker if you don't. Its strength and speed also increase with meter. But essentially you're in this position where you can't exactly back away, stay away from your opponent, but you also can't like space them out. So you're in this position where you really just have to hope that your opponent just kind of ignores you for the most part. Because if they rush you down, you literally are just... There's nothing you can really do if you're being rushed down by as Cornetta. I'm not Cornetta. As Lambo. The other thing is, you may be thinking, well, why don't you use the rush move in order to go in? Well, the rush move actually can get countered by a lot of things. For example, it could get countered by grabs. It can also get countered by lows. Like, multiple lows. As in, I'm surprised that it does not clash at all with lows. It can also clash with a lot of moves. Also, this is Lambo's worst matchup. Essentially, So imagine, remember the fact that I said you cannot charge with him? I mean, you can't gain meter with him? And that most of your move requires charge? Yeah, so Danzis has a move where, essentially, he can lock you down. And there's no way to really skip that. But also, even worse than that is Lambo height. So, funny enough, Lambo is kind of tall. So, as you can see right now, he's crouching. But, unlike most characters who, when they crouch, they can dodge Lance's standing shot. Not that one. That one. Lambo can't actually dodge it. He won't dodge it, so you can't like turtle towards Lance's. Because you're going to be getting shot constantly by him. So the only way you win this matchup is if you perfectly read Danzis the whole time. Which is a pain in and of itself, but it is what it is. As for how I feel this character actually plays, did I reach the end? Oh wow, I've been yapping too long. Yeah, so this episode is pretty much over. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't really know what else to say besides Lambo is a really weird character in this game. They kind of didn't know what to do with him besides make him 10 years older, because this is one of the few versions that fights until like the next arc. But anyway, see you guys next time. Bye.